Hey, what's up, guys? Meteorologist Doug Hetty. It is Tuesday afternoon weather 2020 video. Still a little bit on a Chiefs high. I didn't expect them. I knew they had a chance to go to Super Bowl, but in years past, I always thought, ugh, we should get there. This year, I was like, I don't think this is our year. So it was a very pleasant surprise. But I hope you guys are doing great, enjoying the sunshine we have outside, which is always nice to see. We haven't seen a whole bunch of it as of late. This is a Weather 2020 video. We're going to talk a little bit about the pattern, but we'll go a little deeper into that as we get deeper into the week. Of course, first off, huge shout out to my boys, Superior Roofing and Construction, a four-state premier roofing contractor. They're family owned. They're located in Joplin, Missouri, 7th and High Street. Also, a salon out of there called A Vibe as well. They did my roof a little over a year ago, so if you have roofing needs, make sure you give them a call. The number is right there on the screen, especially as we get into severe weather season and we start getting wind and hail once again, which, hey, you know what? Severe weather season is right around the corner, which is kind of crazy. All right, so remember, and if you want to check out weather2020.com, we have a lot of cool products on there due with long range forecasting. We have some really cool things coming down the pike in the next couple months. But when we look at the long range pattern, of course, this is something Gary Lezak and I have worked on for decades now. I've been involved with this for about 25, 26, 27 years. The LRC pattern, so this year we have the El Nino influence, but it does look like we're going to switch back into a La Nina. Remember, last 3 years we were in a La Nina, so then we finally went to an El Nino this year and back into a La Nina. It looks like for next year. The reason we got all the Arctic air is there's many different things that influence the pattern, and we got a negative AO, Arctic oscillation, and that allows that Arctic air to slam south. Now, when that part of the pattern returns in late February, we're going to have to see is the AO negative. If it is, we go back into the Arctic deep freeze. If it's not, we just have cooler polar air, which is going to rotate in. But we are in a calmer stretch of the pattern. But I'm going to show you the pattern really does start to pick up again here in about 4 or 5 days. All right, let's jump into it. Let's see what this week's going to be like in our next storm system. Not much going on here. We have a weak little wave that is rotating across parts of Ohio into Kentucky. Here's our next big storm system, which will start to affect us as we head into Friday. Also, I'm going to go back here. See this little guy here? He's a weak little wave that will give us some clouds. Uh-oh, hang on. He's a little weak wave that is going to rotate up and give us some clouds Thursday, maybe a couple little rain showers, which I'll show you here. All right, this afternoon looks great. Look at this, 51 KC, 62 in Wichita. Fort Smith up to 62 degrees. Tonight, not as cold. We drop back mid 30s for overnight lows. I mean, that's still cold. As we go into Wednesday, near 60 in Kansas City, 50 in St. Louis, 61 Northwest Arkansas. Look at Oklahoma City up to 67 degrees. Now, as we go into Thursday, we do get some clouds, and that's that weak little wave that could fire off a shower or two during the daytime hours on Thursday. Not a big deal, it kind of rotates east. Still, most of us are going to go into the 60s for highs. And then our clouds will start to increase as we get ready for that next storm system, which will affect us starting on Friday. Now, most of Friday is going to be dry, but here's 6:30 p.m. You can see rain really increasing. Tulsa, Oklahoma City to western parts of Oklahoma, a few showers along the I-44 corridor. This system is a big upper level low, and we've had this system before, but it's not going to produce much in the way of cold air. This is kind of a version of the system we had before Christmas. This system and the one that we have later on next week. All right, so rain starts to pick up as we go into Saturday. We have just a cold rain in the 50s. Could even get some thunderstorms once you get down to eastern Oklahoma, down toward Texarkana. Rain continues Saturday evening, Saturday night into Sunday. You can see bands of rain, Wichita, Kansas City, all the way to Little Rock and Memphis. Temperatures upper 40s to lower 50s. And then finally, the storm system starts to rotate out of here as we get into Sunday night and on Monday. But unfortunately, most of the weekend is going to be on the wet side. All right, so let's pull out some upper level data. So this is where you see the brighter colors. This shows us where the big storm systems are. So let's go into this weekend. And again, this is a weird version of the system we had before Christmas. And it's going to it's a version with this system and the next system. But you can see this upper level low. But because there's area of high pressure up through the Great Lakes, we can't get any cold air down with it. So that's why it's all rain. All right, let's go through next week. Here's our next bigger system. So this pulls out on Thursday. Again, we're not going to have cold air with it. It's going to be a rainmaker, but you can see the pattern really starts to pick up. And then as we get into next weekend and the early following week, so this is right around Super Bowl Sunday, another storm system rolls out that keeps us pretty active. So there's a lot to watch. 3 big systems possible over the next 10 days. Now, on my next video, we'll talk more. I'll update the long range forecast. We'll go through February into March and talk about what systems we need to keep our eyes on. But wanted to give you guys an update. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. And I'll probably do another video on tomorrow, Thursday, as the weather starts to pick up just a bit. Any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section below. We'll chat soon.